York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
It is gone! Game over!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by WellSpan Sports Medicine, PeoplesBank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Brewery Products, Harvey's Rental, Racehorse Tavern, Flying Feet Sports Shoes, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Community Progress Council, Fast Signs, York County Bar Association, Philly Pretzel Company, Wolf's Bus Lines, Grand Falloons, PA Lottery, and by Downtown Inc.
Nelly Rodriguez, a walk-off two-run home run! It's right there, he's got it, and this game is over! The Revs with a record-setting comeback!
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to PeoplesBank Park and game number 14 of York Revolution Baseball. Game number 2 today as we get set for the nightcap of this twin bill as the Revs try to get a split against the red-hot High Point Rockers. Daryl Henry alongside Jake Ness. Welcome back in, everyone. Revs have taken the field for game 2 of this doubleheader, a 5-1 loss in the opener. Jorge Martinez, a well-pitched 5 innings, but Justin Nicolino took a no-no into the 6th for High Point, and the Rockers with 3 in the 7th to pull away. So the Revs trying to get a split. They're 3-10. High Point 11-3, having won 5 straight. Duke Von Schaman against Austin Glorious here in game 2. And the High Point lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. They've got Johnny Field in center leading things off. Ben Aklinski goes out to left field and bats second. Xander Wheel, the first baseman, hits third. Quincy Lattimore will DH. He's in the cleanup spot. Tyler Ladendorf at shortstop hits 5th. Michael Russell, the second baseman, hits 6th. And it's Michael Martinez who starts the second game at third base. He will bat 7th. Mike Galino, the catcher, hits 8th. And Jay Gonzalez in right field batting 9th. And that lineup facing Duke Von Schaman, who makes his 3rd start, 0-2 with a 17.05 ERA. A really rough one in Lexington, better in Lancaster. And our Dasher Investment Services first pitch today is inside on field, and we are underway for game 2. First pitch at 5:13 stadium time. Now the 1-0, and it's on the outer half for a called strike. Doug McFarling, the balls and strikes. Ruben Ramirez at first, PJ McConville at third. Both teams have switched uniforms. We'll detail those. Pitch is swung on and tapped foul behind the plate. Revs in the alternate navy with the gold striping, or the white stripes through the middle, gold outlining. And High Point in some kind of, it's like charcoal in the midsection up to
it's
almost
more
a white.
Visually appealing than the game ones, at least to my eye.
Pitch here ripped, foul down the third base side. Well, that's not saying much, but they've got the red numbers, or the red letters, gold numbers, blue helmets. The field, who's hitting 260, was 2 for 3 with a double in the opener, also walked, stole a base.
Stole a few hits as well.
Yeah, he did. 2 diving plays in center. Pitch, and he flies it center field. Jeffrey will come hustling in, calls and squeezes one-handed in very shallow center. And that's how our game begins here in the nightcap.
Yeah, you look at Duke, first 2 outings, both at 58 pitches exactly. So Mesa said that today, if he's going, he'll try to cut him a little deeper into the ball game, but that'll be something to keep an eye on for Duke, how the pitch count fares the first few innings.
Here's Ben Aklinski, and he lays off, slider for a strike. Aklinski hitting 326, 3 home runs, Was 1 for 3 in the first game. Pitch to him, he swings and fouls it back. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 61 degrees and clear. Wind is 8 miles an hour in. Duke the pitch, and a sinker inside missed. At Duke, the first start of the year, 3 1/3, 8 runs, and then last Sunday in Lancaster, 3 innings, 4 runs. He deals and a swing and a bouncer foul behind the plate. And a couple of those came after his exit, inherited. He was down 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th. And 2 more charged to him. He fires, and a swing and a pop foul the other way. Out of play, first base side.
Yeah, I believe it was Parra who followed him, and first or second pitch, Connor Lean, I think it was, who had the 2-run double. Also gave up a 2-run home run to Kelly Dugan in that game.
Pitch is foul tipped to the net. I wonder if Lean has come back down to earth.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
That was like a passive-aggressive way of me saying I'd like to know, but too lazy to look. Pitch, fastball high, 2-2. Lenin Rodriguez behind the plate with Duke. Get you the Revs defense in a moment. 3-10, not their worst start. Pitch is inside, made Aklinski move his feet. It matches the worst through 13 games, but they were 3-10 in 2012, which was a great year when the dust settled. Payoff, it is popped up. Right side of the infield, Kenley in at second. He'll give way to Nelly, who was closest. And Nelly back at the back of the infield dirt, puts it away. 2 down. 2009, they were 3-12. And then the second half last year, 3-11 before they got their 4th win.
If you're wondering, he's 2 for 6. He's played in 2 games since.
Oh, isn't that special? Here's Xander Wheel, who lines the first pitch to left, a base hit. Mesa toward the corner, will backhand, a strong throw into second. And Wheel, who was held under wraps in game 1, jumps on a first pitch single with 2 outs here in the first. At Revs defense, it's Mesa in left, Perez in center, Stokes in right, the same outfield. They move Franco to DH for game 2. Herrera at third, Reyes at short, Kenley at second, Nelly at first, Lenin Rodriguez behind the plate. Now here's Quincy Lattimore. He flies one out toward the alley in left center. Melky is there, though, waiting on it, and puts it away. First pitch swinging, Lattimore retired. Scoreless first for Duke. Here to begin game 2. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left. At the end of a half, it's the Rockers nothing, the Revs coming up.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. Catch York Revolution Baseball right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
No score. Rebs come to bat against Austin Glorious here in Game 2. The lineup for York brought to you by Flying Feet. Jeffrey Perez in center field leads it off. Troy Stokes Jr. right field bats second. Melky Mesa in left. He'll bat third. Nelly Rodriguez, the cleanup man, playing at first. Carlos Franco DHs and hits fifth. Josue Herrera at third base bats sixth. And then Jack Kenley at second. Elmer Reyes at short. And Lenine Rodriguez behind the plate. And facing Glorious, who has made 2 outings, an inning and a third so far, and has been on the injured list, activated today. He'll go from the stretch. Right-hander fires to Jeffrey, who swings first pitch and fouls it to the net. Jeffrey at 235 coming in, 1 for 3 in Game 1, and scored the Revs' only run. Got the bright pink high socks on this Mother's Day. There's the 0-1 pitch and a fastball missing inside from Glorious, who's a 6'3" righty. He leans back, delivers it straight over the top. Rockers acquired him in a trade in March from Gastonia. 1-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball to first. Wheel backs up, gloves it, foot race, he wins it. Scooting to the bag ahead of Jeffrey's arrival, 1 away. Traded catcher Stuart Levy to Gastonia for Glorious. Uh-oh.
I worked hard on those, man.
I have accidentally thrown pens out the window before. I almost accidentally lost my game notes.
The wind was howling earlier when you were in the first game when you were out of the booth, and I was wondering if it was going to fly everywhere. I kind of just wanted to watch it happen.
Here's Stokes, who takes a strike at the knees, 93. Is that when I was on my administrative leave?
Yes. Yes. Organizationally mandated.
I unionized during the offseason. Here's the 0-1. Fastball missing in tight. Stokes at 308. He's hitless in the opener. Unfortunately, most were. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball.
Now I'm looking at Austin Glorious's notes, and maybe I can't read, but it says he's had 2 outings this season that have combined for 3 strikeouts, but his total line says he's thrown 13 innings and struck out 15. So I don't know who to believe.
He deals, and a rip left side. There's a base hit for Stokes. Rips it right between third and short. He's a 1-out base runner. I think they might have Brady Lales' page on here because he was the pitcher of the month in April.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And Glorious was not. Well.
Hey, that was a very good inning and a third.
There goes. Those are the ones that should have blown out the window. Here's Malky, 1 on, 1 out. Stokes, the league leader, with 10 steals. Mike Galino might get tested. First pitch to Malky. Oh, line drive caught by Glorious. Throws to first for the double play. And it looked like it was past him by the time he reached down. Malky just stares at him smiling. And Glorious tips his cap. Jeez. It looked like it was past the mound from our vantage point, and he reached down and snagged it. It might have been a double play to the second baseman had he not caught it, but he throws out Stokes to double him off. We go to the second, no score.
At WellSpan Health, we're here for you, like the relationships that count: family, good friends, and neighbors. WellSpan primary care physicians and providers believe in the strength of those relationships. And just like family, we listen. That's how we discover the best way to help you in your wellness journey. When you choose WellSpan for primary care, you gain a network of over 2,600 of the best experts in the region for complex care, like specialists for cancer, heart disease, and orthopedics. We make it easy to connect with simple online visits and our My WellSpan app. And with convenient locations close to your neighborhood, you don't have to travel very far. Choose WellSpan for primary care because we're your friends and neighbors. After all, we know you, we care, and it shows. Start your relationship today. Visit wellspan.org/primary care.
What recreational sport is sweeping the country? It's pickleball, a blend of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. It's great fun for everyone, young and old. Where can you find the right footwear for pickleball?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes, of course. Come try Acacia, the official footwear brand for USA Pickleball. The Dink Shot and the new Signature Pro models are both designed exclusively for pickleball. It's time for you to get onto the court, but stay out of the kitchen with Acacia Pickleball shoes. You'll find them now at Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Mount Rose Avenue in York.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Duke von Schaman, first pitch of the second, a breaking ball up high on Tyler Ladendorf, who leads it off. No score at the end of an inning. Ladendorf hitting 268, the 1-0. Fastball, that's over for a strike. Ladendorf, he busted open game one with a 3-run double in the seventh. Josh Martin and company thought they should have been out of the inning as Duke misses low. So I can't imagine that Mesa would have a whole lot of patience for Doug McFarling behind the plate here in game two. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball off the end of the bat to short. Reyes has it, takes his time, fires it across, and there's one down.
I want to follow up on that. I don't think he or any manager involved in any of the games have had patience for the 3 games he's called here in the past week.
That's true.
One in Lancaster, and then I believe the series opener.
Gastonia?
Yes.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Yep.
Oh, yes, because he was going one-on-one on the deck.
First pitch to Michael Russell is inside. Well, Russell, last year's batting champ at 360, is currently at 189. 0 for 3 in the first game. And a curveball from Duke, bends across for a strike. Russell was leading off in game 1. They've dropped him to 6th here in game 2. Former UNC Tar Heel. He's a fan favorite in High Point. Pitch. It is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Duke still from the stretch exclusively. He lifts and fires, and a swing and a chop to short. Reyes gloves it, letter high, tosses it across, and that's out number 2. I love it when Duke's getting ground balls and early outs in counts. That's when he's at his best. And I know I made this point a few days ago, Jake, but it seems like Reyes has been bored at short. There's been like nothing hit to him the first 2 weeks. Finally gets involved defensively. Here's Michael Martinez, switch hitter, first pitch swinging and a foul against the screen. Martinez 2 for 3, just his second game played. Big league veteran. awaits, and it's down low. He's in the lineup at third base. He can play any of the infield spots. Duke fires, and a swing and a pop-up foul, back out of play. That hit something, maybe the light tower, and bounced down. Martinez, a former Barnstormer in 2019, now his second year with High Point. And Duke ahead, delivers, swinging a fly ball, center field. Jeffrey comes in, angling into left center and tracks it down. And a nice quick 1-2-3 second inning for Duke von Schamann. We've played an inning and a half here in game 2. It is still 0-0.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Hey man, I know how you feel. That guy down the street, the one with the fancy lawn, those weekend get-togethers, the big family barbecues, and the barefoot kids and wife outside working on her tan. Hey, it's no secret. It's greener on that side of the fence. It's Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Greener grass on your side of the fence is just a quick phone call away. For world-class care right in your backyard, call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 717-292-9994.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
No score. We head to the bottom of the second inning here in game 2. Revs looking to tee off. You can too at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com. And after the inning-ending double play, it's the middle three in the order: Nelly, Franco, Herrera. Against Glorious here this inning on this glorious Mother's Day evening.
Yeah, I guess it is the evening time now.
Nelly stands in. First pitch is in the dirt. He's hitting .265, a home run, 9 ribbies. Had one of the 3 hits in game 1, also walked, 1 for 2. Glorious, who's 28 years old, fires, and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Galino. And just like Nicolino, Glorious, an Orlando guy, went to Windermere Prep and then on to Valdosta State University in Georgia. Fires, swing and a miss, off speed and down. And signed with the Red Sox, spent 4 years in their system, peaking at high A. 4.29 ERA in those years. Deals, and it missed off the plate away. 2019, he was in the Can-Am with Ottawa, spent some time closing. And then last year, 6 starts for Southern Maryland, 17 for Gastonia. He fires, fastball high and tight, 3-2. I can't remember. He might have been in that deal where Carl Bryce went to Southern Maryland. And it all runs together. There's the 3-2 pitch, and a cutter missed down low. Keen eye from Nelly, who came into the day top 5 in the league in walks with 10. He's had a walk in each game of this twin bill. Carlos Franco up next. Last year, Glorious was a combined 5-4 with a 667 earned run average. There's Franco DHing. First pitch is outside. Carlos at 235, 5 homers, team leading 17 batted in. 0 for 2 with a walk in the first game, but some really great defense at third. Pitch, and very high. Now, Glorious with Southern Maryland was 0-2, and then with Gastonia 5-2, and he had the exact same ERA, 667. And in the league last year, that was good enough for a winning record. Now ready and fires. And a swing and a towering fly in left. Aklinski backs up onto the track, feeling for the wall. It's gone! Carlos Franco, a towering, sky-scraping, opposite field home run to left. A 2-run shot. It's his 6th. And the Revs have jumped in front. Here in the bottom of the second, it's 2-0 as Franco hits his 3rd in the last 3 games.
Well, 12 straight on base, and hey, let me tell you, that ball, I was looking at how Aklinski was playing it. Didn't look like that was going to be all that deep off the bat, but the wind's been all over the place, but it was steady out to left field during that at bat and just kept going.
That works. Finally, the Revs' timing might have been right on some wind trends. So 2-0 lead. Here's Josue, who swings and misses first pitch. Franco had the 2-home run game on Thursday. Now has 6 total. Seems to hit him in bunches as Herrera takes a little bit low. And yeah, Aklinski went back toward the manual scoreboard. Then he was going parallel to the wall toward the line a little bit. Had his hand out. Pitch is bounced down to first base near the line. Wheel backs up. Foot race! And he'll beat Herrera to the bag by a stride. 1 away. Josue hustling. But turned, looked up to play it, and just totally ran out of room and cleared on the other side. Franco, he's got opposite field power, light tower power.
QR code power.
Yeah, he does. Now 1 down. Here's Jack Kenley, who did not play the first game against the lefty. First pitch, fastball over for a strike. Jack hitting 250, no homers, 4 driven in. The 0-1, that is way high. Now, Glorious last year, 11 hits per 9, almost 7 walks per 9, 8 strikeouts per 9. Now deals, swinging a chopper foul down past a very disinterested Sandy De Leon coaching at first. Just watches it down into the bullpen. And he might be hearing it from the dugout for that effort. As Kenley holds the hand up, asking for time.
Look down that dugout, all the pink headbands.
Yeah, it's very cool. Pitch to Jack, swinging a line drive the other way, left center field, that's down and in the gap. And this will split the gap all the way back. Kenley hustling to second, he'll turn and hang there. Hustles back In the event of a throw behind, there was none. Jack Kenley doubles hard the other way. His second double of the year. And the Revs with solid contact here early today in Game 2.
Yeah, it's been a tough few games for Jack, especially in the Gastonia series. Had to face a lot of lefties. Wasn't in the ball game in Game 1 against the lefty, but finally in his comfort zone and had all that room in left center.
Here's Elmer Reyes. First pitch is way high. Reyes at 279 with a home run. 8 driven in. 0 for 3 in the opener, but a couple of line drive outs in the outfield. Pitch, that's way high. They're trying to add to the lead, and this is where the Revs have really struggled. Runners at second, less than 2 outs. But already in front, maybe can breathe a little easier. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul tip to the net, had a good rip. Now 2-1. Wind is blowing hard to left now. Pitch, swinging a broken bat grounder down to third, and it's speared by Martinez. Long throw in the dirt, and Wheels scoops it out with the backhand right in off the handle of Reyes, who cracked the bat. And then Michael Martinez got in front of it along the line, and a quick release. Dumped the throw low, but had some help. That's out number 2. And Lenine Rodriguez will try to get Kenley home. Large digs in there, 4 for 14 with a double, hitting 286 early on. First pitch is a cutter that stays high. Yeah. Is that Rosie? There's the 1-0. And it's swinging a bouncer foul past Polo. Or did one of the dogs just see downtown again? Or Doug?
I see downtown. I don't have eyes on Doug.
Yeah, he's up here. He was over in the press box. The Fox 43 press box. Revs have alternated the starting catcher each game since the trade. 1-1 to Lenine, swinging a foul tip, ricocheted off Galino's gear and spits out to the left. 1-2. Don't forget, we play tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., 7 innings. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to make up the full series until September. And then we go to Staten Island on Tuesday. Glorious the pitch. It's called third strike. Cutter on the outside. Revs score the first 2, though, on Franco's 6th home run. 2 hits and 1 left. Jake with the play-by-play as we go to the third. It is 2-0 York.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com. At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
What's the deal with the Dan Patrick Show?
Dan Patrick.
Shouldn't Kawhi be the new Dos Equis guy? Like, wouldn't he be a great man of mystery? Instead of that guy that's supposed to look like Michael Phelps, who took over for the old guy. Yeah, I thought it was one of that was like, hey, how about we get a guy who looks like Michael Phelps as the most interesting man in the world? Kawhi would be great because he's so deadpan.
Dan Patrick, mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Revs with the lead here in Game 2 of our Sunday Mother's Day doubleheader. 2-run home run by Carlos Franco in the bottom of the second. First Revs home run over the arch nemesis this year. Gives them a 2-0 lead and a lead to work with for Duke Von Schaman here in his third inning of work. He'll face 8, 9, and 1. Starting with the catcher, Mike Galino. And the first pitch from Duke is inside, ball 1. Galino getting the start here in Game 2. Sparing Proctor. Wide stance delivery. Line right back at Duke. It ricochets off of him. Trying to make the play. Spins and throws. Not in time. It was almost a scary scene there. Von Schaman able to recover, make the throw, but not in time. Infield single for Galino.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you want to put yourself in a good position to field, and Duke does. And he was able to get the glove up on a hard one-hopper and just deflected off into no man's land. He did all he could and made it close. It's pretty close over at first. Good effort.
0 for 3 in the first game for the right fielder, Jay Gonzalez. A look over now, delivery. This one's chopped to first, but foul. Ellie will make the play and fake a throw. Gonzalez down to 325 on the season. Snapped a 7-game hit streak going into last game with his 0 for 3 performance. A look over from Von Schaman. Now we'll check. And back in time is Galino. Not sure they'll have to worry about the catcher taking off, but we've seen some crazy things. Wind still going out to left field. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's inside. It backs off Gonzalez just a bit. Jay Gonzalez, 5'9", from San Diego, California. The pitch, chopped on the ground, first base side foul.
Only 5'9".
Yeah. Hey, you said it. Former first rounder back in 2009 by the Chicago White Sox. Now 31 years old. Duke at the belt, the 1-2 up. Evens it up. Played his college ball at LSU and was also a member of the football team, so he has a rare distinction of winning a national title in both football and baseball with LSU. Another check over from Duke back in time. And he was the MVP of the 2009 College World Series and was also on the team that won the BCS National Championship in football back in 07. 2-2 from Von Schaman off the plate away. Full count. He needs 19 steals this season to crack into the top 10 in Atlantic League history in steals. Payoff pitch. Stays alive, chopping it foul. He has one already this year, so chop that total down to 18. He needs to crack into the top 10. 143 now in his Atlantic League career. Another payoff. Off the plate away, ball 4. That is the rare Duke von Schamann walk. That puts 2 on and nobody away for Johnny Field.
Yeah, last year was so weird. That's what he was struggling with early in the year was command. That has not been the case this year, or at least maybe command within the strike zone. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. The first 2 innings, 16 and 12 pitches. Looks like the third might be one where he has to work a little bit harder.
Back to the top of the order, Johnny Field, who flew out his first time up. Half swing, appeal, and no go. Yeah, but Duke, it was really uncharacteristic of him in the Lancaster game to walk 2 guys. Already has 1 today, now his 3rd on the season. First and second, Johnny Field awaits, and the pitch misses high. And now I think we're going to get some action in the Revs bullpen. Johenry Herrera's up. And that's 1,613 here for this Sunday afternoon of baseball. And now time's called in the box. Duke, a former Big 12 product, played his college ball at Texas Tech. 2 seasons there with the Red Raiders. A look back. And the 2-0 delivery swung on and missed. 82 on that one, and Field swung right over top of it. Two very efficient first innings, and now Duke working into a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 3rd. York ahead 2-0, but High Point threatening. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air on the infield. Herrera calling. Now Lenine calls him off in foul territory and makes the catch. It's always a tough play for a catcher to make. Lenine Rodriguez watched it through, and a big first out.
I'm sorry, I chuckled. I was surprised the catcher called for it, but Lenine was really steady under that when he had it all the way.
Johenry Herrera up and tossing. With Paul Mondesi in the bullpen, here is Beniklinski. First pitch is lined into right center field. Over is Stokes. He'll make the catch. Runner's not tagging. And a 1-pitch second out.
That helps.
That one off the bat looked like it may have had eyes for the gap, but perhaps maybe knocked down just enough by the wind for Stokes to run that down. Galino started the inning with a single. Jay Gonzalez followed him with a walk. Since then, a pop out and a fly out. Here's the 3-0 hitter, Xander Wheel. First pitch, breaking ball across for a strike. A great bender by Duke. That was pitch number 43. Remember, as we mentioned, 58 pitches in both of his first 2 outings. Has a lead to work with today. He's ahead 0-1. That one's down. Will moving up to the 3 hole here in game 2. He hit in the 5 spot. 0 for 3, but was hit by a pitch and scored in that final 7th inning rally. First and second here, the 1-1. High fastball swung on and missed. And Duke von Schaman 1 strike away. Defense straight away against Wheel. Nelly moves behind the runner at first. And here comes the 1-2. This one's lined into left center field. Over is Perez. It's down to the gap. One hopping the wall. Perez will play it. One runs in. They send to the plate, and in with a headfirst slide is Jay Gonzalez. A 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run double for Xander Wheel, and we're all tied up.
Man. Now Duke had a chance. The 8 and 9 hitters got on to start the inning. He had a chance to slam the door on that threat against the top of the order, and that's where he's been hurt early this season a lot, is with 2 strikes. Not able to get one out of the zone to chase, but too much plate, and Wheel took advantage.
Quincy Lattimore, the batter now, with a runner on second. First pitch from Duke is across for a strike. And it always seems, at least to me, so far early in this season, so many instances where it's not 1 out away, it's 1 strike away from getting out of the inning before a lot of these big rallies start coming together. Here's the 0-1, and fouled back to the screen. And once again, 1 strike away. 2-2 ball game now here in the top of the 3rd inning. 7-inning game here, and game 2 of our doubleheader. A 2-run home run by Carlos Franco in the first was just answered a batter ago. 2-run double by Xander Wheel. Now the pitch to Quincy Lattimore, ripped into left field and down for a base hit. Coming around third is Wheel. Melky's throw to the plate is not in time. A lot of disbelief in the infield as Lenine slapped that tag down. Doug McFarling calls him safe, and it's 3-2 High Point.
What a great throw from Melky. You couldn't have run it in any more accurately. No argument from the dugout. But, man, after jumping to a 2-0 lead, anytime, but certainly when you're a team that needs wins, you hate to give it back right away like that.
And it's another 2-strike RBI for a hitter against the Revs. And now this one's ripped out to left field towards the nemesis. Melky looking up, it's off the wall. Throwing into second, he'll hold Ladendorf. Runners on the corners, 2 away. That was a loud one. And 3 straight 2-out hits.
And again, so close to being out of the inning with nothing. Mace told Lenine, go talk to him. I don't know, I don't want to assume what's in his head, but that's a really frustrating last couple hitters. Maybe you lose your focus and leave one over the plate early in the at-bat to Ladendorf, and he was ready for it. Hit it right off Fuller's.
Yeah. Right off the smile.
Yeah, on the wall and left.
Runners on the corners and still 2 away. Now it's Michael Russell, who's back at second base. And the first pitch is a breaking ball across for a strike. Russell 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored in the leadoff spot in game 1. Grounded out to Elmer in the 2nd inning so far in game 2. This one up and away from von Schaman. Have to wonder if one way or another this may be his last hitter, as Joe Henry's been throwing for this entire inning. Here's a pitch, and it's down and in. 2-1 to Michael Russell. Revs had 2 away, but now 3 straight hits have knocked in 3 runs. This one's chopped on the ground. Third base line, fair ball inside the bag and into the corner. One run is in. Ladendorf being waved around as well. The relay throw from Reyes is high, and in with a slide is Ladendorf. A 2-run double for Michael Russell, and it's 5-2 Rockers.
I don't know. Revs needed a shutdown inning after grabbing the lead. And it's going to be a disappointing, I think, early exit for Duke. Had it, again, one pitch away from being out of this, still up 2-0.
And that is going to be it for Duke von Schaman. Walks off after 2 2/3 innings. 5 runs. Will also be responsible for the runner on second. And a new arm coming in. It'll be Eduardo Rivera. We'll dive into it when we come back. 5-2 High Point.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
York North Rotary Summerfest has an elevated experience for you June 11th, noon to 4 at PeoplesBank Park in York. Enjoy craft beer samples, delicious snack vendors, wine and spirits samples and sales. Kitty Back will be rocking the stadium. Search York North Summerfest on Eventbrite for tickets and information. See you there.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
This is Troy Stokes Jr. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, Duke von Schaman looked good through 2 innings, and the 3rd inning is what's gotten to him. He is chased and replaced by Eduardo Rivera, who faces Michael Martinez. First pitch is a breaking ball down. 2 2/3, 6 hits, already 5 earned across, and responsible for the runner on second. Michael Russell, who just hit a 2-run double to chase him. 1 walk, no strikeouts. A look back from Rivera, and now a delivery to Martinez, down as well. 2-0. Michael Martinez flew out in the 2nd inning. High Point's now hit around. In inning number 3. Second time in 3 games that the 3rd inning has been nightmarish. Here's the pitch. Popped foul behind the plate.
2-1.
Foul ball brought to you by Window World. 2-1 to Martinez, who has some major league time in the Cleveland system. Wide stance. Now the pitch from Rivera is lined into center field. Chasing back Perez, but will hang up just enough. He'll put it away. And finally, the inning is over. But High Point hits around on 5 hits. They score 5 runs and leave 1. The Revs will try to answer back. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 5-2 High Point.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
A 5-run third inning for the Rockers. All runs coming across with 2 outs. 4 straight hits, including 2 two-run doubles by the Rockers, and they have padded a 5-2 lead for Austin Glorias, who will face the top of the order here in the bottom of the third inning. Jeffrey Perez, Troy Stokes Jr., and Melky Mesa. First pitch misses up. As you heard in the break, we'll have Baltimore baseball for you tomorrow after the game. Orioles playing game 2 of their doubleheader today. They're up 3-0 as that one misses high to Jeffrey Perez. 3-0 in the top of the second inning against the Kansas City Royals. Lost game 1 6-4. The Phillies are down 5-1 in the top of the 6th, hosting the Mets. Pitch to Jeffrey, off the plate away. It's 3-0. They have an opportunity here to get things rolling. They've had big innings sporadically placed throughout the season. Here's the 3-0, taking all the way, brushes him off. And Jeffrey Perez leads off the third inning with a walk.
Now, last inning started with a leadoff walk. Going to have to rely on your offense a little bit today. One thing with the early move to the pen, though, the guy that provided the offense last inning is done for the game, Franco. The double hook.
That is the brutal reality that we are sitting in this league with. First pitch to Troy Stokes Jr. down and in. 5 straight missed the strike zone for Glorias here. Start inning number 3. You have to wonder if Troy's going to take all the way till he sees a strike. Good lead for Perez, not going. Troy taking, and finally a strike. So for Jeffrey, that was walk number 6 of the season. He's also 1 of 2 attempting to steal. Had a season in the minors where he stole 71. This one's in the dirt in front. Blocked by Galino. That was back in 2015. Stole 71 in the Florida State League. We'll see what they do. It's a 3-run deficit right now in the bottom of the third inning. Troy Stokes Jr. has been one of the better bats in the lineup here early in the season. A look over from Glorias. Now the delivery And it's up and in. So 8 pitches, just 1 strike here for Glorious in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Stokes is ahead. Here's the 3-1, and it's over for a strike. Full count, nobody out. Against Troy Stokes. There goes Perez. Stokes swings, hits in the air to center. Chasing backfield, will settle under it. Jeffrey retreats. And there's 1 away. Another hard hit ball. And a great jump by Jeffrey. All for naught. Gives a chance for Melky Mesa, who ended the 1st inning with a line-out double play. After Glorious fell behind to Stokes, they rushed out somebody to the High Point bullpen. So we'll wait and get confirmation on who that is. First pitch brushes off Melky. There's been a pitch in any location to any hitter that's happened more than anything in this league. I'd say it's the inside fastball to Melky that brushed him off the plate. Jeffrey goes again. Melky swing and a drive. Deep left field towards the wall. Looking up. It's off the wall. And Jeffrey didn't have a read on it. I think he might be shaken up.
Oh, no.
As he rounded second base, Polo's going to go over to check on him. Mace and Meg out from the dugout as well. I was watching the flight of the ball. I don't know, Daryl, if you saw what might have happened.
No, same. I don't know if he hit the bag wrong. They're looking at lower bodies, so can only imagine maybe that's what happened. Right off Dr. Deitch's face on the arch nemesis and left, and hopefully Jeffrey's all right and doesn't need to see the doc.
Getting stretched out on the ground now. Just a scary sight. Can only hope for the best, but first and second now, 1 away. It's a hard hit ball from Melky and just missed making this a 1-run ball game.
The only thing that I know of that Jeffrey dealt with this year was some tightness coming off that turf in Lexington. He is going to leave this game.
He will leave this game, but on the bright side, he's leaving it under his own power.
That's true. That is true. And one thing, like, we see this happen, we worry about these guys. Jeffrey's explaining to Mace what happened. And one thing I always keep in mind, Mace is more cautious. Like, he's not going to push a guy. He'll play the long game, and if there's any question that a guy could make something worse, he'll pull him out. So hopefully from a long-term standpoint, it's nothing severe. Like you said, Jake, I think walking off on his own was encouraging.
He'll be replaced at second base and in the leadoff spot by JC Encarnacion. Mace now talking with an umpire.
And the other thing, Jake, it wasn't like a slow ginger limp. I mean, he walked. He wasn't power walking, but he was walking pretty normally coming off. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, in a few days, he'll be all right. If that.
We'll have to see. You would imagine maybe he gets a morning game off tomorrow on a getaway day.
I would think.
But again, we'll have to just wait and see. Any word that we get, we'll pass along. You heard some fan getting very impatient. It is the lefty, Bryce Hensley, who's throwing in the bullpen for High Point. Glorious will throw pitch number 45 here. Remember, he's coming off the injured list and was thrown rather sparingly in this early course of the season. First appearance since April 22nd, actually, the second game of the season. Sets to the belt and delivers to Nelly, who takes on the outside corner, called strike. Nelly representing the tying run here with one away. 5-2 ball game in the bottom of the third inning. Encarnacion on second. The pitch runs inside, it clunked him. And you might just need to put this Revs team in bubble wrap. He's not happy as he tosses his bat to the dugout. He'll take getting on base, but you never like it for it to come that way.
How's Franco still in? Nelly just gave Franco a word as to what he saw. Did he not realize? Is he now being...
Well, we'll see. There's an umpire running into the bullpen.
Oh God, they're going for the rule book. They have no clue.
Oh, well, you know, this is what happens when you make these rules and then don't publicize how exactly they will affect certain situations.
Yep.
All right, so this is from the Atlantic League rulebook. Double hook designated hitter adjustment. The double hook designated hitter will be modified. In 2021, teams lost their designated hitter when they removed the starting pitcher from a game. However, in 2022, if the starter is able to complete at least 5 innings, the designated hitter will be allowed to remain in the lineup for the entirety of the game. This rule intends to place emphasis on longer outings for starting pitchers. And a second umpire now goes to chase the bullpen. So it seems self-explanatory there, but that's for a 9-inning game. Obviously,
well, that's true.
Decision rules are different in a 7-inning game. A lot of things change in a 7-inning game. So
also, if a pitcher leaves due to injury, that changes things, but didn't think that was the case with Duke. And High Point might be soon, if not now, going to their bullpen.
Yeah, that's it for Glorious, too. So we're going to have a pitching change, and it doesn't look like we're going to be playing anytime soon anyway as they check the rule book. So shall we take a break?
We shall.
All right, we will talk to you right after this. Currently, it's 5-2 High Point. Revs are threatening with one away, and they will face the left-hander Bryce Hensley. Maybe it will be Carlos Franco. We don't know when we come back.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mesa. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Open 7 days a week, 3 till midnight, Monday through Wednesday, noon until 2 a.m. Thursday through Saturday, and Sundays noon to midnight. Live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, karaoke every Thursday, and bike nights Thursdays throughout the summer. Plus pool league Sunday through Thursday, and a 4-season patio with full bar and food service. Stop in and visit my pal Jim DeLisio at the Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit their website at racehorsetavern.com.
Colin Cowherd.
Folks, this is the price and the burden of power. It's the price and the burden of being the United States, is scrutiny. First of all, let me defend the United States women's national team. Soccer only allows 3 substitutions per game. You're trapped. Are we patronizing women like they can't handle this? The women from Thailand are tough. They can handle it. They got their ass kicked.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
fine to say on the air. There's no reason not to.
So we have a little further bit of an explanation here. There's a difference in understanding of the rules between the managers, I believe. So according to Mace, who made the change himself, you pull your pitcher in the top half, you can use your DH for the bottom half. Jamie Keefe disagrees, and that is why we currently only have one umpire on the field, as two of them are perhaps on a call with Rick White right now.
Maybe.
Who really knows?
At least go into their rule book. Mace sent Josh Martin up to the Revs clubhouse to grab, I'm sure he knew right where it was, in his desk or on his desk, and it has been brought, a hard copy has been brought to the field. But yeah, I forgot about that little wrinkle that if you pull in the top half, your DH can still hit in the bottom half, and then you're done. That's a departure from last year.
We got a thumbs up, so I think that's a thumbs up for Franco. I mean, Jamie Keefe is going to have another conversation.
I wouldn't question Mace when it comes to rules. He is all over that stuff.
He was one of the bigger advocates for the double hook not starting until May 3rd. So,
and for once he got his way.
So, yep, it'll be Carlos Franco. Carlos Franco, bases loaded, one away.
Well, that was smooth as ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Atlantic League. So, we'll recap the inning to this point. It all started against Austin Glorious. Jeffrey Perez walked. Troy Stokes Jr. a flyout. Then the long PeoplesBank Park single by Melky Mesa. And that's where Jeffrey Perez ran into some injury problems. Rounding second base, he's been replaced by JC Encarnacion, and right before the pitching change, Nelly was hit by a pitch, so the bases are loaded, and this is the left-hander Bryce Hensley against Carlos Franco. First pitch, breaking ball on the ground, first base, fielded by Will, go to second for one, relay throw to first, not in time! Hensley couldn't get to the bag in time. Franco's safe. They trade an out for a run, and it's 5-3.
Well, I guess that'll be Franco's swan song for the day, but he's picked up 3 RBIs and 2 at-bats now. And hey, we got a long ways to go, so even just getting 1 here, you never know. Every little bit helps.
Spin that chip away strategy. It'll be up to the Reds bullpen to give the offense an opportunity to stay in this ball game. Runners on the corners. Here's Josue Herrera, now tasked with facing the lefty as the first pitch misses down. He was in the lineup because he was facing the righty, but now one right-handed DH option is in the ball game already in JC Encarnacion, and you really don't want to use a catcher. So Josue is likely to stay in this game as he waves through a breaking ball.
Hey, one thing, I'm pretty sure I see Jeffrey on the top step with the guys.
I noticed that beanie anywhere, so yes, it is Jeffrey.
Not going into the clubhouse. I think that's good news also, knock on wood.
1-1. This one's chopped on the ground at first. Wheel will field it on the short hop, take it to the bag himself, and end the inning. But the Revs get one more across. A big inning. Had some scares and some confusion in it as well. But we go to the top of the 4th inning. High Point still on top. It's 5-3.
Are you ready for some live music? Get your tickets now for White Rose Music Fest, presented by York College, October 7th and 8th at PeoplesBank Park in downtown York, home of the York Revolution, featuring headliners Jamie Johnson and Grace Potter. Special guests Margot Price, Lucero, Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, the Wood Brothers, and Langhorne Slim, Brittany Spencer, and Madeline Edwards. Check out whiterosemusicfest.com for more and for tickets. White Rose Music Fest, presented by York College. Get your tickets now.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Eduardo Rivera finished off the third inning in relief of Duke Von Schaman. Finally getting Michael Martinez to fly out, but High Point hit around in the third. That's why they currently have a 5-3 lead. Revs got one back on the fielder's choice ground ball from Carlos Franco. His day's done officially now with the double hook. He has 3 RBIs to his ledger. Rivera's first pitch is in there for a called strike. Catcher Mike Galino, who led things off last inning with a single, came around to score. Pitch from Rivera is down. Galino 389 on the young season. Rivera into the wind and the delivery. Foul right back off the mask of Lenin Rodriguez. It's 1-2. And you get a run back, which is, part of the whole chip away approach, but still has to be frustrating to load the bases with one out and only come away with one run.
Yep. Both teams in the bullpen now, so now it's up to them.
Pitch from Rivera, down and away. So the day will also be done for Quincy Lattimore unless they make some sort of defensive switch. This one's hit in the air, behind the plate. Lenin back towards the screen, has room and puts it away. Just about a step in front of that barricade. And a big first out for Rivera.
Jim Mace was saying this morning that with only 2 catchers now, the good news is more playing time. The bad news is you catch a whole lot more bullpens. He was catching a ton of guys bright and early this morning. Now in there for game 2. Couple of pop-ups have tested him here so far.
Right fielder Jay Gonzalez, first pitch, down and in. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention his Mother's Day shoe game. He's got the hot pink cleats. Here's the pitch, and down and away. It kicks away from Rodriguez. Two balls, no strikes. Gonzalez walked and scored as part of that third inning. This one is down. 3 balls, no strikes from Eduardo Rivera. This will be his inning. There's no action quite yet. And the pitch is across for a strike. We mentioned, and you heard it from Mace way back at the start in our pregame manager's report, as Rivera's delivery misses high, ball 4.
Was that today?
It was today. I know. It felt like forever ago, but that was one of the things he mentioned where guys are he's going to try to get some guys in because there's been a lack of work with the last 2 games off. Of course, it was a pretty bullpen-oriented game on Thursday, but it's been 3 days since then. Runner on first, back to the top of the order, 1 away, and the first pitch is a called strike at the knees to Johnny Field. First walk surrendered on the afternoon by Eduardo Rivera. Looks now, delivers. Breaking ball does not break. Rodriguez pops out of the stands to catch it. For Rivera, 9.82 so far on the season. His appearance number 3 for him. 6 strikeouts, 5 walks. Sets at the belt. Runner goes. Pitches, chopped foul. And Ian came up ready to fire. Jay Gonzalez looking to climb up that Atlantic League leaderboard. Like we said, he needs 18 to break into the top 10. We'll see if he goes again here. Now Rivera will throw over to check. Nothing doing. Ahead 1-2. To the plate. Runner doesn't go. This one's hit softly in the air. Right field. Coming on is Stokes Jr. towards the line. Makes the catch. Gonzalez will scamper back to first, and there's 2 away. Beneklinski now got the start at third base in game 1. He's in left field here in game 2. Showing the versatility that he possesses. He's 0 for 2 with the bat today in this second game. Rivera peeks, now goes to the plate, and swung on and missed. A good fastball. Sails right over the bat of Aklinski. One hit on the afternoon for the left fielder. Runner goes again. Pitches a called strike. Throw down from Rodriguez. Right on the money, and he is out. Kenley throws down the tag. And the 1-out walk is averted. High Point scoreless in the top of the 4th inning. We go to the bottom half. Revs trailing by 2. It's 5-3.
Planting a tree, putting in a fence, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
With its selection of delicious wings, cheesesteaks, and seasonal specials, Grand Falloons Tavern is the place to be all summer long. Located in downtown York, Grand Falloons even features live outdoor music every Saturday night. Open daily at 4 p.m. and noon on Fridays and Saturdays. You can even park in the City Hall parking lot after 5 p.m. Grand Falloons Tavern is a great place for all ages 21 and up. For more information, visit falloons.com and come out to enjoy.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Lefty Bryce Hensley stays on the mound, and he'll start by facing the second baseman, Jack Kenley, who doubled his first time to the plate. First pitch. Inside, backs off, Jack 1-0. And after that double in his first at bat, the outfield now shades towards left center, so a lot of room on the right side now for Kenley. Breaking ball doesn't break enough. 2-0.
Doug McFarling hearing it from High Point side a little bit.
Where's that, they ask? Well, according to TrackMan, it was inside. They wouldn't say that last year. Here's the 2-0 breaking ball in the dirt. In the dirt. 3-0.
Rev it up.
The Revs, baby. Here's the 3-0. And down and away, ball 4. Great at bat for Kenley to lead off the inning against the lefty. Now we'll see what the bottom of the order can do. Elmer Reyes, the tying run. Hensley, part-time pitcher, part-time country music artist. Released an album last summer, and I guess during a road trip opened for Jake Owen. First pitch to Elmer Reyes is across for a strike.
I'm still trying to find one thing I'm good at.
August was his best month last season, went 3-2, a 2.76 ERA, which is just unheard of last season. Pitch to Reyes off the plate away. 3-2, 2.76 ERA, which was the best in the league that month among pitchers with multiple starts. Two of his wins came against York last season. The pitch, Elmer chops it on the ground, first base. Wild steps on the bag for one, throw to second, and the tag is in time to get Kenley. A 3-6 double play. That one hit right to wheel on the bag. And a quick turn and fire for the double play.
It's always right at somebody.
It really is. Like, you almost can't even put it into words. And you can't really be critical because they're putting the ball in play. So, just a series of tough breaks continue. Here's Lenin Rodriguez, the 9-hole hitter. First pitch is across for a called strike. High set, and the delivery off the plate away. So back to the country music star on the mound. The pandemic was actually beneficial for his career. During that time off, he released his first single and now has 172,000 streams on Spotify. That one's down and into Lenin.
Meanwhile, I was wiping golf carts.
I was serving coffee. For not enough money for the stuff I was taking for it.
Yeah, I heard.
2-1 to Rodriguez. And watches that one across the corner, called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Reds looked like they could threaten here in the 4th after the leadoff walk from Kenley, but a double play erased it. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez, backdoor breaking ball, called strike 3, and he knew it. Lenin down looking for the second time this afternoon. And now we go to the top of the 5th inning. Revs still trailing it 5-3.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring transport drivers and propane and heating oil delivery drivers.
Do you need to have a hazmat?
Nah, they'll help us get one. They also give 4 weeks vacation, benefits like healthcare, and we'll get to be home every night.
I'm going to check it out tonight.
Yeah, man. Go to shipleyenergy.com/drive and apply. It took me less than 5 minutes.
I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
Come on! Colin Cowherd.
Baylor football is what I've been saying for years, what scares me about America. It's not the big cities. Big cities have a lot of eyeballs, a lot of cameras. Small towns. I grew up in one. They hide stuff. Rumors, hidden, no eyeballs, nobody saw it. Football is too big a deal in some towns in America.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Penny Pretzel here from the York Philly Pretzel Factory. I am live at the Revolution game, and the batter got a hit. He just ran past the bases and into the stands, and I can't believe my eyes. He's making a line drive right to the York Philly Pretzel Factory concession stand. Looks like he's ordering a pretzel with cheese dip. Now where's he off to? He's headed straight to our store at 2058 South Queen Street, York. The umpire is now shouting, "It's good, it's great, it's the best pretzel ever!" Looks like another home run.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Still Eduardo Rivera on the mound. In the top of the fifth inning, Revs trailing at 5-3. Back into the box is Ben Aklinski, 2, 3, and 4 here. Aklinski was at the plate in the fourth inning before Lenin Rodriguez mowed down Jay Gonzalez, who had reached on a walk. Action in the bullpen for High Pointers, the righty Jonathan Crawford. First pitch from Rivera. Outside corner, misses. Into the wind. Off the plate away. Let's take a look around the league, brought to you by Wolf's Bus Line. A lot of doubleheader action across the league today, as Rivera's pitch is on the corner, called strike. Game 1 final between Lancaster and Long Island. Long Island took that one 9-5, and Game 2's final as well. 2-1 Ducks in that one, so they sweep the doubleheader. Erases a 5-game losing streak and brings them back to 500 on the year. Pitch from Rivera is down, ball 4, and a hard 90 from Aklinski as he's on to lead off the 5th.
And if you want something to smile about, look at Lancaster now.
I mean,
4-11, 5 losses in a row.
We'll see if we can laugh next weekend. Hopefully there's a little bit of sweet redemption as we go back to the beloved clip. Runner on first, nobody out. And the first pitch, down and away. Xander Wheel. So Gastonia held on, won the first game against Staten Island. They trail it 2-1 there at the end of the third. Over there, where the Revs will make the trek out for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This one misses down. I believe the upcoming schedule after that, it's at Lancaster, and then I believe Lancaster finally plays here. I think it is that 6-game stretch against the Barnstormers.
Oh yeah,
a home and home. 2-0. That one's across for a strike. We're running all over the country, and then we have a random home and home in there too. So
yeah,
gotta love it.
That'll be nice.
2-1. Xander Wheel, the batter. Runner on first is Ben Aklinski. The pitch is hit foul to the right side, out of play. Southern Maryland knocks off the Genomes. Matt Latos picks up his league-leading 6th save. Darrell Thompson, the winning pitcher, and a 9-7 effort. And then Lexington and Charleston. It is 2-0 Legends in that one. Rivera sets, now delivers. And this one's ripped into left field, down for a base hit in front of Mesa. Aklinski will make the turn, he'll hold. First and second, nobody out against Eduardo Rivera. Alberto Rodriguez up and throwing in the pen for York. As Jerry Downs will pinch hit. He was the DH in the first ball game, and now with the double hook. Chase Quincy Lattimore from the ball game. But they have another DH option ready on deck.
If the Revs don't win, this pen is going in the garbage. I've made up my mind.
Downs 1 for 3 and was hit by a pitch in his DH effort in game 1. First pitch is just high. Nelly playing behind the runner at first base. Middle infield shaded towards second. Still nobody out here. 5-3 high point. Top of the 5th inning. 7-inning ball game. Rivera looks back, now delivers inside, and now a back pick from Rodriguez down to second. Not in time. A great idea. I saw Elmer with a little hand gesture before the pitch. Must have been his signal to Lenine.
Yeah, you can't snooze on the bases when Lenine's back there, and Mondesi for that matter. I think the Revs have 2 really good throwing catchers now.
2-0 the count. Rivera to the plate. That one's across for a strike. 91 on the stadium gun. This is Jerry Downs pinch hitting in the cleanup spot. Both teams have lost their DH in this game. The pitch. High on the infield, behind the plate actually. Lenine will make the catch. Josue Herrera slipped as he was coming in for the backup, but he is okay. He's sharing a laugh with Elmer and Melky about it. A big first out though for Rivera. Now it's Tyler Ladendorf. Alberto still throwing. Ladendorf had a hard single in the 3rd inning. 2 men on here, 1 away. First pitch. Breaking ball across for a strike. Well-placed pitch to start the at-bat by Rivera. Rivera delivers. Another off-speed pitch. This one's popped up on the infield. Infield fly is called. Nelly will make the catch. 2 away. So 2 base runners and then back-to-back pop-ups for Eduardo Rivera. Now he'll try to get out of this inning against Michael Russell. Michael Russell, a 2-run double, part of that 5-run 3rd inning. One of 2 RBI doubles that came with 2 outs. Rivera looking to retire him here. Looks back at second, now delivers, and it's down. 37 pitches now for Rivera, who does have multiple inning experience, started for the Revs in a plethora of starts last year. A look back and a delivery. And that one's at the knees, called strike. Russell was in the leadoff spot in game 1, moving down to the 6th hole here for the 2nd game. High leg kick, delivery up. And Lenine does a good job of keeping that corralled as both runners could have moved up. He gives a little calm down hand gesture to Rivera.
A little overthrow there, perhaps.
This will be pitch number 40 for the Revs righty. It comes into Russell. Lines it up the middle, but right at Jack Kenley. Stayed up just enough. Jack snares it, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Revs will look to chop into the lead a little bit more. Bottom of the 5th inning, they trail it 5-3.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Locations in York and Lancaster. Visit fastsigns.com or call 717-840-6400.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
April showers means May flowers. As spring blooms and lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
New pitcher on the mound here in the bottom of the 5th inning for High Point, the righty, Jonathan Crawford. An inning and 2/3, no hits, 1 walk and a strikeout. Also a hit batter mixed in there for Hensley. And then he will be chased on 16 pitches, 8 strikes. It's the top of the order for York in the bottom of the 5th inning. J.C. Encarnacion, Troy Stokes Jr., and Melky Mesa. So they try to cut into a 5-3 deficit and hope to salvage a split here in our Sunday doubleheader. They'll play again tomorrow, bright and early, 11 a.m. We will bring you coverage right after Hour 2 of Dan Patrick concludes.
And free admission. A free-for-all.
JC digs in. He got the start at DH in game 1, but was chased. And the first one is up. High hands from JC. The pitch brushes him off. 2-0. Open stance. The Revs have a chance here. A lot of room in left center for JC. Pitch misses high. 3 balls, no strikes. The righty Jonathan Crawford, 5 innings this season, 8 strikeouts. The 30-year-old reached high A with Cincinnati. The pitch, inside, ball 4. A couple pitches brushed JC back, but he's on to lead off the inning.
that's a start. 4th straight inning that Revs have gotten a leadoff walk. Last inning didn't score, but the previous 2 did, so let's go.
Troy Stokes Jr., the batter. He's 1 for 2 in game 2. And at first a check over. Not a lot of intent on that throw over, but Encarnacion scampers back. Stokes, no batting gloves. Awaits, down and away. Now a back pick throw, not in time. Good idea there by Galino. But Encarnacion aware enough to get back. The crowd of maybe about 75 remaining asking how low can they go. The pitch is over for a called strike, 1-1. Troy Stokes Jr., a big MMA guy. I mentioned how he would have wanted yesterday's game to end in time to watch the fights. Didn't have to play a game. Here's the pitch. Half swing, misses off the plate away. He and I had differing predictions for the main event. I am sad to admit that he was right and I was not. He's ahead 2-1 here. The pitch swung on, popped foul behind the plate, ran it in on him, but got the bat to it.
I grabbed some B-Dubs carryout last night, and that was a main event on the screens in there.
Sometimes they make you pay a cover to go to B-Dubs during those kinds of events.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got lucky. Here's the 2-2. It misses up. Get into a story in between at bats of an experience I had with that. Don't want to do it here, though. Troy Stokes Jr. is the tying run here. 5-3 ball game. Payoff pitch coming with nobody away. JC runs, and Stokes fouls it back. And I don't think a doorbell sound is ideal for a Bark at the Park day. Somewhere Rosie is throwing stuff all over the place. Just my 2 cents. JC doesn't run this time. Payoff is across for a called strike 3, and Stokes knew it. He heads back to the dugout.
You're also trying to come back now at a tough time of night. Well, the shadows have moved behind the mound, but the batter's eye in the outfield in sunlight.
Yeah, the shadows are absolutely brutal right now, and they always are at this time of day. That's why you'll hear so many hitters talk about how they hate hitting on Sunday day games. It's because you get this in the most pivotal innings of the game. First pitch to Melky Mesa, down and away. So my story, I was down in Florida this summer. I went to a sports bar for the infamous Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight. I had to pay a $15 cover to get in and watch it, but I got a gift card in return.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. The pitch to Mesa. Down, scooped out of the dirt by Galino.
I hope it was a heavy pour.
Yeah. I mean, I got my money's worth, I think. Except I lost a bet on the fight itself, which was unfortunate. The pitch. Melky drives it out to center. It chases back field. He will settle under it and make the catch. JC back at first base. The wind is blowing heavily in now.
Of course.
Melky gave that one a ride, but to no avail, and the Revs once again in danger of stranding a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, in July, with the wind not in like that.
That's off the UPMC sign right above the batter's eye more than likely.
Yeah.
That's a tough break. So here's Nelly. Doesn't have an official at-bat this game. He's been walked and hit by a pitch. Takes a first pitch fastball right there. Justin Crawford. That was pitch number 15 for him here. Runner on first. Half swing, called strike anyway. Nelly not in agreement. One strike away from stranding another leadoff base runner. 5-3 high point in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch. Down in the dirt, blocked. Jonathan Crawford started all 70 games he pitched in his minor league career. Has since been a reliever, as you see him today. But in indie ball, he's basically been a full-time reliever. Only 5 starts of 42 indie ball appearances. The pitch. Up and in. Count even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Revs down by 2, 5-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. JC Encarnacion reached on a leadoff walk, strikeout and a flyout since, and now Nelly Rodriguez with the task. The 2-2, down. They thought they had strike 3. By they, I mean the entire High Point dugout. They've let their voices be heard all day. JC will go in motion here. Full count pitch to Nelly. And it's on the outside corner, called strike 3. They got it right back. Nelly down on strikes. And the inning is over. Revs get the leadoff walk, but strand him. They go to the top of the 6th inning. They still trail it 5-3.
PeoplesBank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at PeoplesBank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner of the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the 6th, 5-3. High Point still leads. Alberto Rodriguez takes over. And we are just past 7. Let's pause for station identification here on Revolution Radio.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Well, Eduardo Rivera, nice job. 2 1/3 scoreless, 1 hit. Walked 2, didn't strike out any, but holds the fort. And Alberto will look to do the same. Rodriguez appearing in game number 7. 1-0 with an 8.44 ERA, 5 1/3 innings, 5 runs, but I'm sure we've pointed out every time, 4 of those 6 outings scoreless, all the damage coming in 2, and 1 in particular, his first one, up at Long Island now 2 weeks ago already. Michael Martinez will lead it off, 2 flyouts to center. Rodriguez, first pitch is across for a strike. 7-8-9 due up. And the Rockers with some further bullpen activity. They won the opener 5-1. They lead this one 5-3. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball bends in for a strike. Hershey Bears lead Wilkes-Barre Scranton 2-1 early 3rd. They're trying to force a game 3 tomorrow, which we would carry tomorrow night. Pitch, swing and a miss. Good depth on that hook. And down off the table it went. Martinez down swinging. 1 away here in the 6th. Our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Jeffrey Perez, a little dinged up on the bases earlier today, left the game, but stayed in the dugout, so hopefully we'll get a good report on him tomorrow morning. One down here is Mike Galino, who's 1 for 2, an infield hit. First pitch, way outside, goes to the backstop. Lenine checks to make sure Galino isn't running, and he declined. He said nope. I think he verbally said that. And then if the hitter doesn't go right away, he basically forfeits the opportunity to do so. Home plate ump Doug McFarling told Lenine, nope, take your time. Pitch, that's up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Rockers have lefty Adam Choplik up in the bullpen, 6'9", 295. Former Blue Crab. Alberto fires. Oh, look out. That's in tight. Forces Galino off the plate. Three and 0 the count. Base is empty, 1 out here in the 6th. Rodriguez to the plate. That is high and outside. So a strikeout and a walk. By the way, his strikeout the first by a Revs pitcher here in game 2 today. And here is Jay Gonzalez, who's walked both times that he's batted. 3rd inning he scored. 4th inning he was caught stealing. And, all 5 high point runs coming with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. First pitch is up high. 1 big 2-out rally. And it started with 2 strikes. On Xander Wheel, brought home the first 2 on a double. He's been one of the top hitters in the league the first 2 weeks. Pitch to Gonzalez, that's across for a strike. 5-3 high point here in the 6th. Revs trying to avoid a 1-4 home start. 1-1, and that misses high. Lights are in the early stages of coming on here. Past 7 p.m. Nelly holds Galino over at first. Here's the stretch, the 2-1, and it's fouled off the left side of the screen right over Field, who's on deck. He ducks down under it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Alberto home. And a ground ball right side finds the hole. Not hit hard, but rolled on through. Galino up to second. Gonzalez on 3 out of 3 times. And it's first and second for the top of the order. Now, High Point, their first 2 years, they've done a lot of winning. First year they got in, lost in the postseason to Long Island. Last year they were 9 games over 500 and failed to make the playoffs. They finished second in both halves, but a winning season, one of the toughest outs in the league last year. Here's Field at the top. First pitch, breaking ball is high. And entering play today, the Revs 13 and 18 all time against them. 6 and 10 down there, 7 and 8 here at home. On the 1-0, and it's down and away. Revs last year lost 3 out of 4 at home to the Rockers to open the season. That was their only visit. Played them 500 at their place. The 2-0, and it's high. Back in 2019, the expansion Rockers came in here and Mother's Day weekend, 3-game sweep. 4th game on Mother's Day was rained out. Revs at that point were 4 and 11. Here's the 3-0, and it's over for a strike. And then in June, a month later, in June, they came home 13 and 30. And they began their eye-popping immediate turnaround by beating High Point here at home 4 out of 5. Pitch, and a swing and a pop-up foul. Third base side. Herrera gives it a look. It's in the stands. That series was the best home success they've had against High Point. He's played well here. Sugarland used to come in here and play well. For whatever reason, Revs had trouble at home against those teams. Full count, Alberto set. Here's the payoff. And it misses down and away. He got the first hitter on a strikeout. Since then, walk, single, walk. And the Rockers have loaded the bases. Remember game 1, Revs were trying to claw their way back, and High Point put it on ice with a big bases loaded double in the final inning. And here they're loaded with 1 out for Ben Aklinski in the 6th inning. Rodriguez home. Slider, there's a good one. Strike called. Aklinski, a pop-up, a fly-out, and a walk. Off-season edition was with Lexington last year. Pitch, and a slider, and a beauty. Called strike 2. Last year hit 290, 28 home runs, 105 RBIs, a top 10 total in league history. Second in the league last year. Pitch, and he swings and flies it shallow left, if that. Elmer out from short. He's got it. Just a couple of steps into the outfield. They called the infield fly rule on it, and it's Elmer from short who handles it for out number 2. Rodriguez trying to keep this a 2-run game, 5-3 High Point. And now he'll face Xander Wheel, who they've yet to retire in game 2. Single, 2-run double, single. And he'll bat with them loaded and 2 outs. The first pitch, it's down and away, slider. Wheel, who got to AAA with the Twins, the team that drafted him out of Vanderbilt. 1-0, and a slider, good depth to that as it bends in for a strike. Alberto's thrown some really good ones here this inning. A couple walks have put his back to the wall for the 6th inning, but he has thrown some with some mean break. Here's the 1-1, and a slider, that one up, but it's a called strike. And the Rockers dugout getting a little mouthy again. This will be the 25th pitch of the inning. And he's set. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider down and away, and Rodriguez methodically works his way out of trouble. No runs, 1 hit. He leaves them loaded, and the Revs stay within 2. 5-3 the score, going to the bottom of the 6th.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Come on! Colin Cowherd.
There's a lot of should-dos in life and should-haves. Should brush your teeth every day. Should treat people like you want to be treated. Those are shoulds. Then there's have-tos. You have to know how to fly a plane, and you have to know the rules if you're an NFL official. And last night, those officials did not know the rules. And it's going to get Jim Caldwell canned.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WORK.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Celebrating 60 years. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Bottom of the 6th, Revs down 5-3, down 2 with 2 innings to go, just like in game 1. See if they can piece it together this time. Lefty Adam Choplik is in. He's a large human, listed at 6'9", 295. 5 outings this year, 1 win, 1 hold, no losses. And this will be a challenge. 5 innings, he is not allowed a hit. He's given up 1 run. He has walked 4. He's hit a batter. He's struck out 8 in 5 innings. And Edwin Figueroa will pinch hit in what had been the DH spot. Choplik's first offering, fastball, it's high at 88. Figueroa 1 for 13 to begin his season. 1-0, and a swing and a foul tip to the backstop. Trying to get on, down by 2. Josue Herrera, Jack Kenley, 2 lefties due up, so obviously makes sense for them to go to Choplik here. Pitch, and a swing and a foul tip behind the plate. Good curveball. Those shadows are messing with me. I don't know how the hitters see it right now, but Figueroa trying to battle his way on. Revs have Joendry up in the bullpen. And Choplik from the stretch delivers and a swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball at 90. Josue Herrera coming up. He's bounced out to first base both times. Choplik from Denton, Texas. They make him big in Texas. First pitch to Herrera, swing and a miss on a fastball. They play him hard the other way in the outfield.
Well, at one point, he was an all-district basketball player in high school. I was wondering where his hoops career took him.
Here's the 0-1, and a curveball missed low. I'm an all-district player in my driveway. When I lower the rim to 8 feet.
I mean, we all do it.
Dunk on my kids. 1-1, swinging a foul tip back. Interrupting Diamond Doug's conversation down in front. He's got his velvet jacket on for the occasion. Pitch is swung on and popped up foul. At first, it's Wheel heading over by the stands and out of room. A couple of rows in. Choplik, who went to Oklahoma just like Duke a few years after Duke. Or I'm sorry, Duke went to Texas Tech. His dad went to Oklahoma.
Which is just...
He's going to kill me for
with
that.
How... I mean, it is kind of surprising with how big of a Sooner fan he is.
He is, yeah.
You would think, but...
See
he went to the rival.
See him posting pictures of Sooner football games during the offseason. My bad, Duke. Texas Tech Red Raider. Choplik ready, kicks, fires, swing and a miss. And he really pulled the string on that slow curve. Back-to-back strikeouts. He was with Southern Maryland in 2019. After a few years in the Rangers system, got as high as AA. And the American Association 2020, the Mexican League last year. Here's Kenley. And a fastball poured across for a strike. Choplik pitched for Butch Hobson with the Chicago Dogs in 2020. Tabasco last year. Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Curveball. Kenley's doubled and walked. And with Jeffrey and Franco both out for different reasons, you can't bat for any of your lefties here. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss, curve in the dirt, blocked by Galino. He'll apply the tag, and Choplik strikes out the side in order. In the 6th inning, still has not allowed a hit in 6 innings of work this season. Now, if the Revs are going to do it today, it'll have to be in the 7th. Here in Game 2, we're headed there now, trailing 5-3.
This is Revolution Manager Mark Mesa. I love a great local neighborhood bar, and no matter what night of the week, Racehorse Tavern in Thomasville has something for you. Great food, fantastic bartenders, and ice-cold beer every night. Acoustic acts on Saturday and Sunday afternoons in our Four Seasons patio from 3 to 6. We've even got various fundraising events throughout the year and are a proud sponsor of 5 York City softball teams and the York Revolution, where you can come in as a stranger and leave feeling like family. The Racehorse Tavern, 738 North Beesicker Road in Thomasville. For more info, visit online at racehorsetavern.com.
At Flying Feet Sports Shoes, we are feeling like spring. The 2022 delivery of the new styles and colors of UFO sandals, thongs, and clogs has just arrived. You can be the first to choose from the latest UFOS models. Your feet and back will love the feel, and your eyes will love the looks. Come to Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, where it feels like spring.
York North Rotary Summerfest has an elevated experience for you June 11th, noon to 4 at PeoplesBank Park in York. Enjoy craft beer samples, delicious snack vendors, wine and spirits samples and sales. Kitty Back will be rocking the stadium. Search York North Summerfest on Eventbrite for tickets and information. See you there.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Seventh inning here in game 2. Revs down 5-3 after a 5-1 loss in the opener. Been a tough day, kind of a quiet day, at least for the offense. Had pretty good pitching, York has. Just a 1-2 out rally against Duke in this game. Joendry Herrera takes over. High Point, meanwhile, getting its closer, Chasen Bradford, up and loose. Herrera will try to keep this a 2-run game. Revs will have the... actually, I take that back. I was going to say top of the order of 8, 9, and 1. Up in the bottom of the 7th. But Joendry will take over here, and his first pitch is outside on Liam Scaffarello, who pinch hits. This was the DH spot for High Point, the cleanup spot in the order. Scaffarello's first at bat of the day. The next one is outside for ball 2. Scaffarello 0 for 4 at the plate with a walk so far this season. (2-0). It is away. Would behoove Joendry to find the strike zone here. Ladendorf and Russell do this inning as well. Here's the pitch, and there's a fastball strike. Scaffarello has not played professionally prior to this. Here's the 3-1. And he walked him. Missed high with it. Now a leadoff walk to start the 7th. Joendry coming off a really strong effort Thursday. Retired 6 out of 7 in 2 scoreless innings against Gastonia. Back-to-back scoreless outings for him, totaling 3 1/3 this week. Here's Ladendorf. First pitch is high. He's missed with 5 of his first 6. Ladendorf 1 for 3, singled and scored in that 5-run 3rd inning rally. 1-0. And a line drive to left. Malky right there, has to dive forward, and he makes the play. That thing, I don't know if it had top spin, maybe knuckled, but that was a quick read. And Malky had to get down low, figure out where it was headed, and had no choice but to fall straight forward to get down, and he makes the play. 1 out. And Joendry overall, 7 outings, 8 1/3 innings, 6 runs, 4 earned, a 4.32 ERA. And there goes the runner. First one down and away. Lenine throws from his knees, but late. Scaffarello in head first, a stolen base. It's got the High Point dugout amped. He's the career home run king at Quinnipiac in college. Had 45 college home runs. Got to be honest, didn't know much about his base stealing ability, but he steals one here. It's his first. 1 ball, no strikes on Michael Russell, who's 1 for 3 with a 2-run double back in the 3rd. Pitch, it is a fastball for a called strike. Russell last year, that 360 average, the third highest in league history. Pitch, and a slider bends away. And he missed 30. I don't know how close he came to not qualifying at bats-wise, but he missed 34 games with a broken jaw. That just sounds awful. Runner at second with one out. Here's the stretch, and Herrera with the 2-1. Fastball over at the knees. That's a strike at 93. Russell, who had gotten to AAA with Tampa Bay. He's been with High Point all 3 years now. Here's the 2-2. And he slaps it on the ground, first base. Nelly knocks it down, picks up, and flips to Herrera covering. 2 down. Scaffarello goes to third base. A nice job by Nelly to corral what might have been a tricky hop, and Herrera as well to hustle over there. A runner at third with 2 outs. Michael Martinez stands in. And Joe Hendry trying to keep this a 2-run game, 5-3, with Chasen Bradford, the Rockers closer, ready and waiting. First pitch, fastball in for a strike. And when they went up 4 in game 1, I don't know if they would have gone to Bradford. They went to Dahl, saved their closer. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a bouncing ball right side through the hole. Base hit. Scaffarello scores, and it's 6-3. Michael Martinez hit it in a perfect spot. They get that leadoff walk home. And the Rockers, yet again, in the last inning, put up an insurance run. Now here is Mike Galino. One for 2, infield hit, walk. First pitch, look out, smoked it foul behind the first base coach, and it slows as it hits the sidewall and angles toward the Revs bullpen. 1 strike to Galino, the High Point catcher. The 0-1, and a swing and a little flare dumped into shallow right. Kenley racing out there, knocks it down, now picks up and tosses in, and Martinez will go all the way to third. Sprayed into right, it hit the infield dirt. Didn't even hit the outfield grass on the fly, but it's another well-placed Rockers base hit. And first and third for Jay Gonzalez. Anyway, High Point, they've got multiple relievers who can finish a game, and they were able to save Bradford for this game. Sometimes managers will try to save their closer and it blows up in their face, like, oh, I don't know, the Phillies the other night. Here's Gonzalez. First pitch is outside. But for High Point, they are well positioned now for a doubleheader sweep in the first day all season that they've played on the road. 1-0, fastball a little high. The Revs staring at a 3-11 start for the second straight half. And in the first half last year, 3-7. Pitch, fastball missed inside. In 2009, they were 3-12. That was the worst. Herrera with the 3-0, and it's high and away. Ball 4 to Gonzalez. The number 9 hitter has been on base 4 out of 4 times. That's the 3rd walk that he's taken. And that'll load him for Johnny Field up at the top. Lenine out for a word. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., a 7-inning game. We'll have it for you, of course. Nick Travieso tomorrow against Jason Manzueta. And the Revs make their maiden voyage to Staten Island on Tuesday night. Back in Lancaster next weekend. First pitch to Field, he swings and flies it, right center. JC coming on from center, in, and makes the play to end the inning. Now, only the 1 run. 2 hits, couple walks, bases left packed. It's 6-3 High Point. Last chance for the Revs, bottom 7.
Named one of the best advisors in the state and the country, Kevin Smith and the team of Smith Wealth Advisory Group can help you develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, they will guide you on Social Security, pension choices, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, required minimum distributions, taxation, and optimal distribution strategies. For all your retirement planning needs, contact one of the nation's best, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, located right here in York. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Drunk driving prevention is a priority at Anheuser-Busch. You can't drive drunk if you don't drive there. Encourage friends to sign the Decide to Ride petition on DecideToRide.com. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Uber, Brewery Products, and WOYK. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Can't get enough of the birds? Sports Radio 98.9 and 1350 WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from The Athletic Baltimore. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball and the birds every Monday at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, it is High Point closer Jason Bradford who's looking to end the day. They lead at 6-3. Bottom of the 7th as the Rockers try to sweep this twin bill. Bradford 3 for 3 in saves. Also a win. 7 outings, 3.86 ERA, a hit per inning, 7 innings, 3 runs. Only 1 walk and 6 Ks. They do not walk many. Elmer Reyes will lead things off. 2 ABs, 2 grounders. First pitch, fastball, over for a strike. One of those was a double play. The bullpen for High Point, 3 2/3, no hit innings. Pitch, swinging a shot out toward right center field, and it is down, and there's a hit. Gonzalez from right over to grab it on a hop. He spins and fires in. Missed the shortstop Ladendorf. The umpire, P.J. McConville, helped knock it down with his feet. He was in the way. But Elmer starts off the inning with a line drive single the other way. First hit since the 3rd inning for York. And here's Lenine Rodriguez, 1 batter away from bringing the tying run up. Lenine 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. First pitch, a slider, it's a called strike. Bradford last year at AAA Gwinnett with the Braves. Now Sad steals, and a swing and a pop-up foul straight back. He's been in the majors with the Mets and the Mariners. .369 ERA with Seattle in 2018, .374 with the Mets the year before that. Now deals, and a swing and a miss. Slider, and Lenine has been struck out all 3 times. 8th strikeout for High Point pitching in this game, and their last 5 outs and 7 of the last 9 have all come on strikeouts. 1 down, here is JC, who came in to pinch run for Jeffrey back in the 3rd. Jeffrey got dinged up. First pitch fastball, that's a called strike. The good news is Jeffrey did not appear to need any immediate treatment, so hopefully nothing bad. Encarnacion walked his only time. Here's the 0-1, and that misses away. Bradford is from Vegas. He's now 32 years old. Went to Central Florida. Mets took him in the 35th round in 2011. He's got 1 major league save. That was with Seattle. Fires, and it's down in the dirt. It's a change or a split. But in the majors, 86 games, 7-0 with a save, .389 ERA, 17 with the Mets, 18 with the Mariners when he went 5-0, and then 19 with Seattle, 12 more games, career high 46 games in 18. He deals, swinging a foul back over the roof, and that'll even it 2-2. Mariners took him as a waiver claim January of 2018. 2-2 pitch. It's down and away. Now if JC can reach, Troy Stokes Jr. would be the tying run. He's on deck. Revs down 6-3 here in the 7th. The field almost totally in shadows now. Little slivers of sunlight throughout right, center, and right. Very cool day, but sun's been out all day. 3-2, and a swing and a miss. On a sinking fastball, Revs down to their final out as Bradford's followed the leadoff single with back-to-back Ks. Now, Troy Stokes Jr. will try to get on if he can. Melky would get a chance. Stokes 1 for 3. Wheel at first, will play behind Reyes. First pitch is swung on and bounced toward third. It's foul. Revs being out hit in this game 10-5, and in game 1 today 7-3. This highly touted offense just has not been able to hit its stride yet. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Took some off and down to the last strike. On the 0-2. And a swing and a fly ball right field. Shallow. Gonzalez in, and he drops it. Reyes to third, and Gonzalez slips. And Wheel picks it up. Gonzalez up to his feet. That looked awkward. He seems to be okay, and the game continues. It'll be an error on him. He did get there standing up. Couldn't hang on. And Melky Mesa will bat, representing the tying run. By the way, the ball does not seem to be traveling either, and I don't know if it's the new baseballs, but there's a lot of fly balls that off the bat I think are headed somewhere, and they don't get close to that. And Gonzalez had to charge in, couldn't hang on. Here's Melky. First pitch, swinging, and a drive deep left field. It is gone! Off the top of the wall and out onto Arch Street. Can you believe it? Melky Mesa has tied this game 6-6 here in the bottom of the 7th. And the Revs all of a sudden with new life here late in this doubleheader on Mother's Day. Unbelievable.
That is what second chances can do.
Stunning. His first home run of the year. He has tied Chris Nowak for third in Revs history with his 59th. And it banged off the top of the nemesis, disappeared on the other side, and this game is tied at 6. On a day when the offense has been dead silent most of the day. Here's Nelly trying to win it, and a foul tip into the mitts, strike 1. And for the 10s who are still here, treated to late inning heroics. Here's the 0-1, and it misses down and away. It's been a silent day. That dugout had to have felt dead. And Melky providing the heroics. Here's the 1-1, swing, and it's popped up foul, back and out of play. Wow, did this team ever need something big? And Melky, their leader, their capitan, just gave it to them. And the only question was, would it be high enough? And oh my goodness, a laser beam, and it hit the top of the wall, but went over, thank goodness. Here's the 1-2 to Nelly. Slider, strike 3 called. He hated it. The fans hated it. They thought it was low. But we've got new life here late on Mother's Day at PeoplesBank Park. They better crank the lights up because we're going to extra innings here in Game 2. Melky with a historic shot. His first this year. It moves him into a tie for third all time. And it keeps this game alive. 3 unearned runs, and we're tied at 6, going to the 8th.
At WellSpan Health, we're here for you, like the relationships that count. Family, good friends, and neighbors. WellSpan primary care physicians and providers believe in the strength of those relationships. And just like family, we listen. That's how we discover the best way to help you in your wellness journey. When you choose WellSpan for primary care, you gain a network of over 2,600 of the best experts in the region for complex care, like specialists for cancer, heart disease, and orthopedics. We make it easy to connect with simple online visits and our My WellSpan app. And with convenient locations close to your neighborhood, you don't have to travel very far. Choose WellSpan for primary care because we're your friends and neighbors. After all, we know you, we care, and it shows. Start your relationship today. Visit wellspan.org/primary care.
When you walk into the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Health and Wellness Center in York, you walk toward wellness. The center, now open at the Apple Hill Medical Center, connects you to savings on healthcare services and prescriptions. It connects you to fitness classes, wellness events, biometric screenings, and more. And it connects you to people who can answer your questions about health insurance. So come find the new Capital Blue Cross Connect Center in York, and come find your healthy place. Capital Blue Cross is an independent licensee of Blue Cross Blue Shield Association and a proud sponsor of York Revolution Baseball.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Whoa! We are not done yet today. We're going to the 8th. Extra innings here in Game 2. And there would be some years, some instances where, yeah, that would surprise you, the way that the Revs did it. But today, it stuns you because they were just dead and staring at a 1-4 home start, 3-11 overall. Melky Mesa, their leader, their de facto captain, put them on their back, and we're playing into extras. Jim Fuller takes over. Runner at second is Field. Ben Aklinski at the plate, and Fuller misses a little bit high. Tied at 6. The Revs with their third extra inning game. They lost a week and a half ago, a day game at Lexington. Beat Gastonia Wednesday night, the 1-0, and it's outside. Aklinski 0 for 3 with a walk. And for Fuller, fourth outing, 1 save, 1 loss, 2 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned. That's all that he's been able to accumulate so far. Here's the 2-0. A little bit high. Revs fans giving it to Doug McFarling. 3 unearned runs. Jay Gonzalez failed to hang on, charging in on that fly ball in right, which looked like it was going to end the game. And it gave Melky and the Revs new life. Now Fuller, the 3-0. And a swing and a high drive to deep left field. Melky back, he looks up, and it is off the top of the wall. It comes back to him. And around to score is Field. Melky tosses it in. Aklinski stands at second. And now these three are going to have to figure out whether it's a home run or in play as a double. And P.J. McConville comes straight to the plate on Doug McFarling. And the question is, did it go over the yellow line, hit a beam and carry him back, or was it off the top? They're going to call it a home run. And High Point has not only scored the runner from second, but one more. They lead 8-6. And here comes Mays, who I would have to think is a little less than convinced that the umpiring crew knows what they saw or interpreted. And Mace wants PJ to come in. Aklinski a 3-0 green light. And did not miss it. That is his 4th of the year. And it'll stand. Revs down 8-6. And once again, staring uphill. Now here is Xander Wheel. And the Revs will have to answer in the home half, or Melky's heroics will be for naught. Here's Wheel, who launches one a mile up toward the line and left. Melky is over into foul ground and out of room. It's up beyond the White Claw Terrace. 1 strike to Wheel, who's 3 for 4 with a 2-run double back in the third. Wednesday's extra inning win, the Revs managed to escape the top of the 10th with no damage, and then only needed the 1 run. The loss in Lexington, they scored just the 1, but gave up a 2-run homer. Hawkins off of Fuller. And Fuller back with a backdoor cutter. That's a strike. He's ahead 0-2 on Wheel. If he can keep it at 2, the Revs will have the tying run up to begin the home 8th. Here's the stretch from Jim. 2-strike pitch, and it sails high and away, a changeup. And you would think pinch hitting Paul Mondesi, and then they'll have Herrera and Kenley. High Point has somebody up, obviously. Can't tell who it is. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 down here in the 8th. Now here comes Chris Proctor to pinch hit. He was the starting catcher in game 1. Left-hand hitter. And hitting .333 through 8 games played, was 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the first one. Fuller the pitch, swinging a fly ball, hit deep the other way and left. Malky is back onto the track, and it hits Kevin Smith and bounces to JC, who picks up and tosses in a double off the wall and left from Proctor. Hit it out to the right of the manual scoreboard on the lower third of the Nemesis, and he'll stand at second.
You just gotta hope Melky's okay, as he did run into that wall. Of course, brand new wood place this year. Haven't tested myself how much it hurts to run into it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, what a great idea. Well, maybe I will too, depending on how this finishes. Here's Ladendorf, and Fuller missing outside. Tanner Duncan is the one that's up in the High Point bullpen. And he's given up just 1 hit in 4 innings. The 1 hit was a home run. So that's who they'll call on. Lights on at full blast now. The pitch, it's in there. And a called strike at 90. Ladendorf 1 for 4, singled and scored back in the third. Revs got Duke off the hook with Malky's long ball, but now trailing here in the 8th. Fuller with the 1-1, and a cutter missing down and in. Hershey Bears beat Wilkes-Barre Scranton 2-1. They force a Game 3 in Northeastern PA tomorrow. When we're finished, we'll go straight to the Sixers. Fuller ready, fires. Fastball over for a strike. And it's 2-2. Runner at second with 1 out. And again, if he can prevent anything further, Revs will still be just 1 swing away from drawing even again. Now the 2-2, and it's fouled away, right field side. Another 2-2, and a foul tip back to the net. High Point also their 3rd extra inning game, also 1-1. Fuller steps off. Lost to the Genomes in 10 in their 2nd game of the year, then beat Lancaster 2-2. And a fly ball out to left center. Encarnacion drifts in. And next to Malky, he'll call and squeeze. 2 down here in the 8th. And now Michael Russell to the plate.
Well, if you want to look at things in perspective, if Fuller can get out of this inning, the tying run will be at the plate to lead things off in the bottom half. Maybe that's if he's able to get past the man in the box right now.
Russell 1 for 4, 2-run double early in the game. First pitch, fastball, and it's in at the knees for a strike. Some good late sink. 8-6, High Point here in the top of the 8th. Malky gave us a thrill, tying it with 2 outs in the 7th. Here's the 0-1, and a fastball missing inside. And Malky did it on the first pitch. After that error that kept the game alive, he jumped on the first one. I think our jaws all dropped. 1-1. It is inside, a cutter. It's like time froze. Like, did we just see that?
The question is, I would have to imagine that Jay Gonzalez is going to be buying dinner for Aklinski tonight.
Yeah, he should. Fuller deals and missed away. 3-1. I don't know how Jim can be all that sharp. They can hardly ever get him into a game. It's only his 4th appearance. Here's the 3-1, and it's high and outside. Russell walks.
This is the shortest time between appearances, too. Had been 5 days, I think, the first time, and then a whole week the second time.
Yeah, Wednesday night, scoreless 9th to keep it tied. Oh, here's Michael Martinez, switch hitter, stepping in from the right. 1 for 4, had an RBI hit last inning for insurance, and he swings here, pops it straight up. Lenine off with the mask, gets right above the plate, and he's got it right behind the right-hand batter's box, and the inning is over. Rockers scored 2 on the Aklinski home run, 2 hits, and 2 men left. Revs will try to answer once more. We go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing 8-6.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Allow the newly renovated 4 Points by Sheraton York to be the host of your next event. We are conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown York and popular area attractions. The 4 Points by Sheraton York offers up to 3,115 square feet of multifunctional space, including a beautiful outdoor patio to suit the needs of your next meeting or event. All of our meeting and event spaces come with fast and free Wi-Fi. State-of-the-art AV services are available upon request. Our chef features an array of food and beverage items for you to choose from. Discounted room blocks are available for your out-of-town guests. Our seasoned event professionals will lead you from start to finish to ensure your guests have an outstanding experience. Please call the 4 Points by Sheraton York at 717-846-4940 for your next business function or personal event.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, the Revs will face Tanner Duncan, who's on here, and trailing again. It's 8-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. Paul Mondesi will pinch hit, then Herrera, then Kenley, and Nelly, the runner, to start it off at second. Now needs some heroics again. And for Duncan, this is his 5th game. 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was a solo homer. Has hit a batter, walked 1, struck out 2. Mondesi digs in. Does have a big pinch hit this year. That was opening night at Long Island. Drove in a run. And Duncan steps off. A tricky first move. Now ready. And his first offering is outside off the glove of Galino. That'll go to the backstop. And Nelly moves up.
It's that distracting dance that Downtown's doing on top of the High Point dugout. I think he was raising up posterior in the direction of Duncan. It worked.
Do it again. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He went after ball 2. Chased it high. Probably go pass ball on that. Pitch. That is up and away.
Wild pitch.
They'll probably go wild pitch on that.
Good save. They'll never know.
2-1. Pitch to Mondesi, swing, and he pops it up foul. Headed out of play, first base side. Duncan, who had not been in a pro game since 2019. "27 years old, 6'2" righty. Very interesting start to his career. Very persistent. Twilight here, lights taking over. Pitch to Mondesi is fouled back. That's up toward the roof. And Duncan, who went to East Carolina, he's from Tabor City, North Carolina, failed 3 times to make the team. Led their club team to a national title. Got invited to a tryout with the Astros and got an offer. He fires and misses high, 3-2. That was in 2017. He got all the way to AAA Round Rock in 2019. Full count on Mondesi. Here's the stretch. And the righty's pitch, swing, and it's popped up foul, back over the screen, and we'll do it again.
I have to think club baseball has to be electric. College baseball itself is electric, more or less. If you're playing those club teams. Probably throw some great parties, too.
I would. That's exactly what I was thinking. All the rules and regulations are off. The red tape of the NCAA. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to reach at a slider away. What would have been ball 4. So that is out number 1. Josue Herrera to the plate. Down 2. Tying run still up, of course. Herrera 0 for 3. And then Kenley will follow him. And Duncan the stretch. First offering. It's down and in. He's only been in once in the last 8 days. That was a perfect inning against Long Island Wednesday. Gave up a solo homer 8 days ago to Charleston. He deals, and a line drive, right center, base hit. Nelly in to score. It's 8-7. And Herrera is on, tying run on, winning run will bat as Jack Kenley comes to the plate next.
Well, Josue Herrera continues to live up to that clutch reputation that we've talked about. Now, is this Jack's walk-up music? Like,
it is.
Picked?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's different.
Same.
Yeah.
First pitch to him. Swing and a little nubber in front of the plate. Duncan hustles in. Bare hand pickup. Throw in the dirt, and Wheel makes the pick. On a close play with Kenley hustling, 2 down in the 8th. Herrera the tying run up to second. And Elmer Reyes will try to keep this game alive. Wheels made some big picks at first today. A base hit from Elmer could tie it again. Down to the final out. And the outfield fairly shallow on him, trying to cut down Herrera. Revs down 8-7, 2 outs in the 8th. And Duncan with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Elmer chasing upstairs. Here in the last at bat, it's natural. Everybody wants to be the hero. Duncan got Mondesi to chase a couple. Reyes 1 for 3, singled to start the 7th and scored on the heroic 2-out homer by Melky to tie it. Need a little more magic here. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball, second base. Clean hop to Russell. He's got it. Throws to first, and the ball game is over. Revs are swept in the doubleheader. High Point with a 2-run homer in the top of the 8th from Ben Aklinski. And it negates Melky Mesa's 3-run stunning home run in the bottom of the 7th that forced extras. As High Point sweeps the doubleheader, they win 8-7 in 8 innings. They've won 6 in a row, now 12-3. The Revs fall to 1-4 on this opening homestand and an overall mark of 3-11. And they will try to salvage the finale at 11 a.m. tomorrow. For York in the 8th, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 runner left, 8-7 your final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Dickey's Barbecue Pit is known for slow, smoked quality meats that make your taste buds grin from ear to ear. We queued it up to a whole new level by adding beer and wine to our menu, and there aren't many combinations better than mouth-watering brisket and ice-cold beer. So come visit us over at West Manchester Town Center to get your fix of both. Dickey's, the best way to cue the day with legit Texas barbecue. Visit us at dickeys.com.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services. In good times and bad, we provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural home buyers, agribusiness, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit, supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more at farmcredit.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall in 8 innings, 8-7. They are swept in this doubleheader, falling 5-1 in the first game, 8-7 in the nightcap. They are 3-11 for the second consecutive half, and the only worse start in Revs history, 2009, when they started 3-12, a mark that they'll be trying to avoid tomorrow. High Point, meanwhile, wins its 6th in a row. They are 12-3. Daryl Henry, Jake Ness back with you as we welcome you to the post-game show, brought to you in part by Brewery Products and their Decide to Ride campaign. You can sign the pledge form online at decidetoride.com and make plans to get home safely every single time. And we'll recap it, check scores from elsewhere, and then send it off to Game 4 of the Sixers and Heat, which is just getting underway. And after a 5-1 loss in the first game, where the offense was pretty quiet, the Revs jumped to a 2-0 lead in the second here in Game 2. Carlos Franco going oppo, his 6th home run of the season, 3rd in the last 3 games. And clearing the big wall in left made it 2-0, and that was in support of Duke Von Schaman, who looked comfortable and smooth early in the game. But in the 3rd inning, problems struck as Mike Galino reached on an infield hit. Jay Gonzalez walked at the bottom of the order. Duke got the next two hitters and got ahead of Xander Weir, but couldn't escape him. A 2-strike, 2-run double to left center tied the score. And then Quincy Lattimore, an RBI single to left, gave High Point the lead. Later in the inning, Michael Russell, 2-run double to left, chasing Duke. After 2 2/3, he was charged with 5, all with 2 outs in that third inning. So the Revs facing an uphill climb from that point forward, and they got one back in the bottom of the third on a Franco RBI fielder's choice to make it 5-3. But then the High Point bullpen really flexed its muscle as Bryce Hensley worked a total of an inning and 2/3. Crawford struck out 2 in the 5th. Choplick struck out the side in the 6th. Collectively, they had gone 3 2/3 no-hit innings through the 6th. And the Revs side of things was good, too. Eduardo Rivera, 2 1/3 scoreless. Alberto Rodriguez left them loaded for a scoreless 6th. So we stayed 5-3 into the 7th. And High Point got an insurance run on a 2-out RBI single by Michael Martinez. That came off of Joendry Herrera, made it 6-3. And they called on closer Chasen Bradford in the bottom of the 7th. And it seemed like we were destined for a very quiet and sullen finish to the day. But Elmer Reyes greeted Bradford with a leadoff single to right center. Bradford came back to strike out the next 2. But Troy Stokes Jr. reaching on an error when Gonzalez dropped one coming in shallow right. And on the very next pitch, given new life, Malky Mesa blasted a game-tying 3-run homer off the top of the Nemesis and over onto the other side. His first of the year, and in stunning heroic fashion, tied the game at 6. And also historic fashion, the 59th home run of his Revs career, tying Chris Nowak for 3rd on the all-time list, and now trailing only Talvin Nash with 94 and Andres Perez with 66. Malky and Nowak tied for 3rd with 59, and Malky's next will make him just the 3rd to get to 60. And that tied the game at 6-6, but in the 8th, with that lead runner at 2nd, Ben Aklinski got ahead of Fuller 3-0. They turned him loose on a green light, and he launched a 2-run homer to left off the top of the Nemesis and back in, but they ruled that it had cleared the yellow line and it had left the park, and that made it 8-6. And the Revs with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Josue Herrera, RBI single to right center, made it 8-7. Kenley, a little swinging bunt, got Herrera to second base, but Tanner Duncan, who was in to close it out, inducing a game-ending ground out from Reyes, and High Point hangs on for an 8-7 win. And Jake, I don't know if the Malky home run makes it feel any better or not. You're still 3-11. It is absolutely not the start that you wanted, and you're still swept in this doubleheader today, despite nearly pulling off a stunning comeback late.
Well, if you're someone who will try to take any little positive they can away from it, like myself, I would say it does.
Which is obviously me, too.
Yes, you in particular. You're a model of positivity. But, I mean, sure, it won't for everybody, but at the same time, it was once again another instance of this team not quitting in the later innings. And you chased a guy who's been one of the better closers so far in the season, and ultimately didn't come down to it in the end. A very uncharacteristic bad pitch from Jim Fuller. But at the end of the day, they scored 4 runs when they were down to their final at-bats in total. So there's little positive you can take from it. But at the end of the day, that 3-11 record is the biggest number you have to take away from all of this.
Yep, unfortunately so. And our Shipley Energy power play of the game was Malky's game-tying home run. He's also our Cookman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game, 2 for 4, and he hit it hard all 4 times and had a base hit off the wall and a 3-run homer over the wall and left. So might be seeing him start to heat up here, and again moved up the list into a tie for 3rd all time. in home runs with York, but it comes in defeat. Before we leave, let's take a look at scores from elsewhere. On this Sunday, Lancaster swept in a doubleheader at Long Island, so they've now lost 5 straight, and they're 4-11. They lost 9-5 and 2-1. And Long Island snapped a 5-game skid as they get back to 500 at 7-7. Gastonia trying to sweep a doubleheader at Staten Island. They won the first game 4-1. They lead the second game 7-2 in the 7th inning. Southern Maryland wins again, 9-7 final at the Genomes. So the Blue Crabs now 13-2. And if Gastonia wins both games, they'll also be 13-2. And Lexington a shutout 2-0 win at Charleston. That's a final. By the way, the Sixers and the Heat tied at 20. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. We'll get you there momentarily. Hershey Bears did win their game 2-1 over Wilkes-Barre Scranton, so they force a game 3 tomorrow. We'll have that for you on WOYK tomorrow evening. Revs, of course, play in the morning. Some Major League games quickly. They're in the bottom of the 9th in New York, a doubleheader. Rangers lead the Yankees 4-2 in Game 2. And earlier, the Yankees won 2-1 on a Gleyber Torres walk-off homer in the 9th in the opener. Also a doubleheader in Baltimore. The Orioles trying to finish off the Royals in Game 2, 4-2. They're going to the 9th inning there. The Royals did win the first game 6-4 as Michael Taylor broke up a tie score with a 9th inning base hit. Dodgers lead the Cubs 2-1. Sunday Night Baseball at Wrigley. That's in the 4th. White Sox had a 3-2 win in Boston earlier today. And the Phillies, a doubleheader, split with the Mets. They won the first game 3-2. Bryce Harper went yard off Max Scherzer. Kyle Gibson got the win over Max Scherzer, but the Mets returned the favor in Game 2, a 6-1 final with Pete Alonso going yard twice and driving in 5 of their 6. Braves beat the Brewers 9-2, final from Atlanta. The Reds, oh my, they've won twice this weekend. They beat the Pirates 7-3. Colin Moran, a grand slam and a 2-run homer against his former team. Guardians beat the Blue Jays 4-3. The Astros shut out the Tigers 5-0 on 1 hit. Jake Odorizzi went the first 5, combining on the 1-hitter. And Aldamus Diaz with a grand slam for Houston, providing most of their offense. Twins beat the A's 4-3. The Giants also beat the Cardinals 4-3. Mike Yastrzemski, a tie-breaking home run in the 6th inning. Angels beat the Nationals 5-4, an interleague game in Southern California. Diamondbacks shut out the Rockies 4-0. Zach Gallen went 7 innings in that one. Padres over the Marlins 3-2. Jorge Alfaro, a pinch hit 3-run homer with 2 outs in the 9th to walk it off for San Diego. And the Mariners in 10 innings beat the Rays 2-1. And that is a look at scores from elsewhere. Final in our game today, the Revs fall to the Rockers 8-7 in 8 innings. And your totals in this one for High Point, 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They leave 12 on base. For the Revs, 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They leave 5. Jason Bradford, a blown save, but gets the win. He's 2-0. Jim Fuller, the loss, 0-2. Tanner Duncan with his first save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 58 minutes, and played in front of 1,613 here today for the doubleheader. Revs will try to salvage the homestand finale tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to make up this first half game until September. So we'll play tomorrow, a 7-inning game. Nick Travieso facing Jason Manzueta tomorrow morning. Will come on at 10:55 at the end of hour 2 of the Dan Patrick Show. And the game has free admission tomorrow, given the circumstances. 11 a.m. I hope you can join us then. Until then, for Jake Ness with me, Daryl Henry saying so long from PeoplesBank Park. Again, the finals today. High Point winning 5-1 in the opener, 8-7 in 8 innings in the nightcap. Thanks for listening, and have a great rest of your Mother's Day evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 10:55 for the pregame. And right now it's off to the Sixers and the Heat, Game 4 in Philly. Enjoy that right here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 W.